I was 27 when it happened. I guess I thought I was mature at that age, but the truth is, I was not.
Hi, new girl.
It was a different environment than I was ever exposed to before.
You were in the interview meeting, right?
Yes, I was.
Office manager?
Yes, I was.
For someone who had never been exposed to that level of attention,
New girl, welcome.
I took it at face value.
Have a good day.
You too.
There were people who kind of warned me, but he seemed to be a very pleasant person.
I guess all good things come to an end, huh?
To be continued.
Remember you have a meeting at 3.
Thank you.
This is where we went from friends to becoming lovers. After finishing work, he was very caring. We entered the house, and he had warmed the water for me to bathe and spread out my nightdress on the bed, all of which I took as his care and his consideration for me.
Shh. Close your eyes, darling. Open your eyes. I'm going to ask you a few questions about this diary. And I want you to answer me honestly. Not if you understand. Dear diary.
He started to question me about the contents of my diary.
So I'm just another option to you?
No, babe. It's just my private thoughts. And you're misinterpreting it.
Wrong answer.
There are things in your life that you bury unconsciously and refuse to deal with. I lived in a house where my father was abusive. There was a certain level of acceptance of that behavior. I remember the blood. I had never even looked at how deeply it had affected me. Once he came to my house with a friend and I refused to open the front door for him.
Oh my God!
I could kill you right now and laugh at your funeral.
I realized that he could make good on that threat. It's hard now to imagine that this nightmare went on for almost 3 years. The last time he beat me, I couldn't even remember what it was for because it had become so commonplace. It was the first time he had ever hit me in a place where somebody could see that I was being beaten.
You see what he did there?
There was no remorse.
That's gonna leave a mark. Cover that up with makeup, will you?
I did as he suggested, but I was late for work. Something about me made my supervisor realize what had happened. I had not even realized that my supervisor probably knew that I was in an abusive relationship.
I can't tell you what to do. And I can't tell you how to live your life. But this, whatever this is that is happening now, it has to end here. And if you don't leave now, you may not leave alive.
I started to think about my mother and what she experienced, and I felt like history was repeating itself.
Morning, Robinson.
Oh, God. Miss Glenn, you again? Personally, I suggest I go home and make up things with the husband.
Listen to me. If you don't come with me to my house now to leave this man, you're going to find him dead later. So you choose.
I remember that the sun was hot, that my father was upstairs tossing my mother's clothes into the road. I believe it takes a village to raise a child. I also believe it takes a village to kill a woman. I remember almost like an out-of-body experience that we were never going to be a family again and that we would never go back home. Life is a series of unending circles. As I look back on that moment, I realized that I have a mouth, so I started to talk. The power that I had was to speak my truth, and that's what I did. I started to tell people he was beating me.
So you just had to tell people I was beating you?
What could be more arrogant than that? And my response to that was,
Did I lie?
he had absolutely no response. When I was 40 years old, I went back to school. By the time I was 50 years old, I had 3 degrees, and today I am completing a 4th. I promised myself that I would never be in a position where I felt that I would lose my sense of myself. In 2018, I started a consulting firm that targets female entrepreneurs because I believe that women have the power to create their own generational wealth. I don't believe in the word empowerment. It means that if somebody gives you power, then they could take it away. Nobody takes away my power ever again. I have absolute power.
Holding my head again, making my way through crowded thoughts. Sometimes it's hard to get out of it. Always used to let you clean up the messes. Down on my knees, thought I couldn't stand up on my own. Turns out sometimes you're stronger alone. Bringing out the fight, yeah, bring on all the lightning. 'Cause I'm looking for a hero, look inside the mirror. I found one, oh. Carry the hurt when it gets too hard. Pick it up, dust it off. When I fall down 11, I get up 12. Don't need nobody else. Yeah, I can save myself.